Hello, bakers. Happy Thursday, and welcome to today's Thought Leadership Thursday with Goodway Technologies on water reduction in bakeries. So, why is this important? I think you'll get to learn more about this later in this interview. With over 55 years of providing innovative maintenance and sanitation solutions, Goodway Technologies has the industry's most reliable surface and conveyor belt sanitizing equipment for robust hygiene and food production plants. Commercial bakeries, snack producers, and processing facilities and breweries are just a few places where sanitation professionals can find high quality machines. Today, we are joined by Evan Reyes, Global Sales Director in the Sanitation Division of Goodway Technologies. Welcome, Evan.
Hi, Dr. Lynn. Thanks for having me.
Can you please tell us a little bit more about yourself? It sounds so interesting.
Yeah, of course. I've been with Goodway for 14 years now. For the past 12 years, my job has been specifically to focus in food and beverage industry and specifically industrial bakeries to help our customers strengthen their sanitation, quality, and food safety programs through the introduction of and implementation of new novel cleaning technologies. So my job for many years has been just to visit plants every week and help our customers hand in hand to help make that happen.
Right.
So yeah,
That's so
that,
interesting. So you have seen a vast array of industries, is that correct?
yeah, I've been probably in over 800 food plants in total.
Oh my goodness. So what is the biggest factor in product contamination in baked goods?
So really, when we're looking at product quality and food safety in baked goods, we're always looking to reduce the yeast and mold contamination. And where we find a lot of bakeries struggle, um, and sometimes they know that it's an issue, sometimes not. It's typically with the use of excessive water during sanitation. Moisture helps to those microorganisms, yeast and mold microorganisms, to thrive and proliferate. Wherever we have standing water or excess moisture water in the environment, it is a potential for microgrowth. And we
Correct.
see probably too many bakers using water in sanitation and not thoroughly drying those areas where water is used. There's
Yeah.
areas where water pools. Hygienic design in bakery is not always perfect, and we see a lot of aluminum versus stainless steel. And the use of water in sanitation, wherever we could avoid it or limit it, we could limit the amount of potential microgrowth and yeast and mold growth in the environment. So
That's
that's
that's so true. I usually go visit plants, and the first thing I see is water in the ground. What solutions do you have to approach this problem?
Yeah, so we kind of take a 360-degree approach when we look at a sanitation program and see what they're doing currently and try and just improve from there. We do see kind of pre-ovens. The use of water is really needed for some specific applications, cleaning mixers and dough trows and in areas where you just need to rinse off that heavy dough buildup.
Right,
Um,
and also
we have
allergen cleans too. Yeah,
allergen cleans as well, yeah, especially on makeup equipment.
right.
And thankfully, we have that critical control point in the oven that's going to kill
Mhm.
any bacteria coming in. So we're thankful for that. But after the product exits the oven, from there to packaging is where we're really focused on helping our customers maintain a dry environment. So that could be challenging for certain applications that do need to be cleaned on a regular frequency. Think conveyor belts that take the product from the oven to the spiral cooler itself, which we really see typically is wet wash in the industry and just soaking wet, and there's all kinds of crevices and potential yeast and mold and micro contamination that could come about from wet cleaning spirals very frequently. And then down packaging, include those remaining conveyors that take the product further down the line. So where we really focus is helping our customers maintain a dry environment in that area. We do that through the implementation of our dry steam belt cleaning systems. So those are fantastic. They're portable. You can put one right on a spiral cooler. We can clean the entire cooler, product contact surface, and even the sides and the links in between the belt extremely thoroughly, leaving only dry debris on the floor and introducing no moisture into the environment. While we do that, we also, the heat transfer from the steam helps us to reduce microcounts when the steam hits a product contact surface. So
Interesting.
for a bread or bun facility or any other dry bakery, it's really a fantastic technology. It's become a best practice in a lot of the larger companies we work with. They're building new bakeries that don't have any drains in the spiral cooler room, and they're just using our systems and totally getting away from the water use. And they're seeing significantly improved quality results as a as a as a result, less customer complaints, and they're just putting out a higher quality product.
So how is this different from other steam technologies in the market?
Yeah, so there's several manufacturers that make steam cleaners with a gun and a wand. What's unique about Goodway's solution is the belt cleaning portion. So we have an automated system that goes onto the belt and will clean the belt completely hands free and in an automated way. So we put some inputs into that belt cleaner, like the belt length, speed, width. It automatically calculates a cleaning program that ensures it doesn't miss a single spot on the belt surface and tells you how long the cleaning pattern will take, and then carries it out, shuts itself down. We've
Oh,
even some of our OEM spiral OEM partners started to integrate our system into the spiral for new plants and things like that, so the customer gets like a turnkey solution for
oh,
for
nice.
those with no water. Uh,
Yeah.
yeah, so it's a unique system that only Goodway provides. It's very advanced, and not having that belt cleaning system, just trying to clean a belt with the
I mean,
wand.
yeah, hands free. That's
Yeah,
awesome.
and
And where do you think this is needed the most? This technology is needed most in the plant because obviously there's more than one belt, right?
yeah, of course, yeah. So anywhere after the ovens, we could use the steam cleaner itself to deep clean deep panners, um,
Oh, okay.
deep clean pan conveyors too, not just product contact surfaces, but if we have heavy grease on pan conveyors, oilers, seeders. We use the belt cleaning systems on the transfer belts and spirals, of course, and then we also use the steamer on the back end in packaging and slicing and bagging
Oh,
to
interesting.
slicer lattice and slicer, the drive rollers and the slicers and all intricate components on baggers, and it
Wow.
works fantastic. So
Okay.
there's really a widespread application in a bakery after the ovens. Of course, there's a lot of useful benefits before the oven as well, and in the proofing system, but really for as far as the main benefits we see are after the oven.
Interesting. So, how frequently must this technology be used?
So it really depends on each bakery and the risk profile that they have. Every bakery's their formulations will be slightly different, and their ambient humidity and their hygienic design. So really, the best approach is to do a risk assessment in the facility and watch trends on yeast and mold and microcounts on both finished product and product contact surfaces over time. Try and come up with a good frequency for cleaning. We want to clean at a frequency that makes sense for the bakery. We don't want to over clean. We don't want to under clean. There is significant resources that goes into doing a sanitation.
That's true.
So we don't want to, if we don't only need to do it every 4 weeks, we don't want to do it every 2 weeks and that kind of thing. Really, it all starts with a risk assessment and understanding what's really needed from a cleaning perspective. If we don't clean after a certain amount of time, our conveyor is going to stop working, or are we going to see mold counts on the spiral, or what's going to happen? So we need
Yeah,
to.
I mean, that's what I usually recommend is, whenever a customer asks me to consult on a mold issue, it's always starting at the cooling belts first, right? Let's figure that part out. And if you still have a problem, then let's look at your preservative system, right? Because sometimes bakers just forget to clean their belt.
Yeah, yeah,
And that's a pretty simple solution, actually.
yeah.
So,
It's one component in many, but it's an
yeah,
important.
yeah. So, how is this particular technology powered?
So it takes electricity and just a little bit of water. We only use 7 gallons of water in an hour, so less than a quarter of a gallon per minute.
Okay,
So
so you don't need to hook up to a um a water system.
So if you use the machine in a portable way, kind of moving it around from belt to
Yeah.
belt, shorter transfer belts, typically our customers will just fill the water tank. It lasts about 2 hours. If you're going to be in a
Wow.
spiral and you're going to clean for several hours and you just don't want to worry about the water tank, you could hook a hose up to the back and it fills automatically. But
Interesting.
low water consumption, that water is heated up and turned into a vapor. So by
Right.
the time it hits the belt, it all evaporates and there's no water on the floor. So really great technology.
That's good. Sounds like it's it's a pretty straightforward technology and easy to maintain. Does it need to be serviced frequently?
Yeah, absolutely. So steamers are machines that do need to be serviced on a frequency. There's two things that have to happen. The boilers, as they create steam,
Mm.
some of the minerals or any sediment that's in the water coming into the boiler will kind of boil out and end up like a sand on the bottom of the boiler. So
Yeah.
typically every quarter, or if it's uh, harder water, maybe once a month, we'll just need to drain the boilers and let that sand out of the bottom. That's
Oh,
very important. The other thing is there is a filter in the back of the machine, and just make sure the filter stays clean. The filter prevents any solids from getting from the tank down into the boilers. Just kind of, it's a mesh screen. It filters all that out. It just needs to be cleaned about once a quarter as well. The whole
so
process takes about 5 minutes.
yeah.
Really straightforward. We do have service technicians nationwide that are able to help our customers carry that out. A lot of bakeries we work with are shorthanded and struggling to get the basics done. So we
Right.
have that support available, and we also provide thorough training for maintenance personnel for those bakeries that are comfortable doing the work in-house.
Right. So it sounds to me like some bakeries might be in a harder water area. Do they need a water softener then to do this?
100%. Yeah, it depends. Typically, if we know the bakeries typically know if they have a hard water problem, and we'll ask them for the measurement of the hardness and go from there. If it's
Oh,
over 5 grains per gallon, that's when we normally strongly recommend a water softener.
okay.
Uh, it's below 2 or 3 grains per gallon, you're good to go. And in that 3 to 5 range, we might just need to do a little bit more frequent maintenance.
Yeah, that's true. Okay. So, in that aspect, how many models do you have, and what are the recommendations when it comes to determining a system to install?
Yeah, great question. So we have two models, a GVC 18,000, which is typically the model we lead with for bakeries. It's the model that all of our salesmen have on their van to demo for our customers, and it's typically what we provide to bakeries. But we also do have a size up from that. It's a GVC 36,000. We'll kind of save that for the applications that just need a little bit more power to get done.
Okay.
Uh, so our team in the field, we kind of assess the applications with the customer and try to make our best recommendation. But I'd say 80% of the time we're doing the GVC 18,000 for bakeries, 80 to 90%.
Wow. This session has been really informative. Thank you so much for sharing your knowledge with us today. And if any of you out there want to try out this technology, please contact Evan. We are going to have Goodway Technologies contact here on the YouTube video. And remember, if you have water standing in your bakery, that's a big no-no. Contact Goodway Technologies today. All right. So this has been your Thought Leadership Thursday with Goodway Technologies. See you soon and happy baking. Bye.
Thanks, Dr. Lynn. Bye.